was like right here on my and it was kind of like moving, and so I looked down and I like started freaking out.
I should have left that thermos on the floor. That's what I did. I picked it up and actually did a hit her leg. I didn't say nothing about her laying on my pillow sleeping.
But if she does not have your phone number, which she would have told me.
It's her friend, she said.
Where's the friend?
There and there. The guy is in the back seat, she's in the front seat.
Okay.
She was sleeping, and when she woke up, he was his hand under the blanket.
Did somebody see that? Or
There was a woman like sitting next to her, but she said she was asleep too, so she didn't see it.
I know she was hysterical. She was, the girl was really hysterical in the aircraft too.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, he was acting crazy before he even got on the plane. That's why they let him on last, because he was cursing the girl at the front.
He said he wanted the plane to
He
crash.
was like, I hope the plane crashed.
And they let him on?
yeah, that's what I said.
Yes.
They're the girls there with the
That was
party.
in Indianapolis, and now we're here.
So you guys keep him in the
She woke up with his hand under her leg like this and like,
Over the clothes, right?
yeah.
Not that, look, and I'll tell you guys first, before I do anything in this life here, I'm the father of 3 daughters. So that's where my mindset is always. Okay? I got 3 girls, all right?
I really want him gone.
Yeah.
I want him locked up.
The way this is handled because it was up in the air, just so you guys know, is very weird. Okay, it's not really somebody leaving in handcuffs because of jurisdictional stuff. We already called the FBI, and that guy should be on his way out here.
When a crime occurs aboard a commercial aircraft in United States airspace, local law enforcement loses jurisdiction entirely. Under Title 49 United States Code, Section 4 Federal Criminal Law governs all offenses committed during flight. That statute extends federal jurisdiction to acts that would otherwise be prosecuted at the state level, including sexual battery. This is why Orlando police could investigate and document, but could not arrest or prosecute. That authority belonged exclusively to the FBI.
I was sitting down, like napping on the plane, and the blanket was like this, so I could like nap and stuff, and it was covered. And when I woke up, his hand was like right here on my and it was kind of like moving, and so I looked down and I like started freaking out, and he hurried up and moved his hand. He was just looking like, what are we doing? Like, no, that's not. I was like, yes it is, it's true, I seen it right there. And then that's when they all came.
That's when who came, like the airline staff?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he tried to say that he was picking up my water bottle. That's what he tried to tell the lady over there, because he was trying to ask her if it was hers. But he knew that water bottle was mine, and it was sitting there from the second he got on the plane. He seen me drink it, and I put it back. And I also moved it from his side over to my side like this.
Right.
And so, like, he just tried to use that as an excuse, because there's no reason that he should be touching my water bottle.
Okay.
Then he knew it was mine. And also, I'm a that's like sexual assault.
Are you traveling with your mom?
I'm
or
traveling with my friends.
Okay.
They're like out there.
Okay. Is any of them an adult? Okay. Do you have an ID with you on your boarding pass first?
Yeah, he got the board.
Okay. I'm Officer Stagle with the Orlando Police Department. This is Corporal Shellhorn.
There you go. I should have left that thermos on the floor. That's what I did. I picked it up and actually did a hit her leg. I didn't say nothing about her laying on my pillow sleeping.
I'll do it. Is this your correct address on here, sir?
Yeah.
We're investigating an incident that's been claimed to have occurred, okay? So because of that, you're not under arrest. However, because I'm going to be asking you some questions, I'm going to read you your Miranda warnings, okay? Question, just to answer yes or no, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Right? You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand? Okay. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. You understand?
Yeah.
Has anyone threatened or promised you anything in order to get you to talk to me?
No.
Okay. A young lady is claiming that she was sitting next to you on the flight and she was sleeping. Is that correct?
Yes, it was.
Okay. And then, while she was sleeping, upon approach to the airport, what did you do?
I woke up as we came ready to land. I heard something hit the aluminum down there. I seen a water bottle. So I reached down to pick it up this way, and my arm hit her leg as I picked it up. And I asked the woman at the window, I said, is this yours? She said, no, it's hers. So I set it on the table right there, and my arm hit her leg again. And she woke up screaming. I was touching her, which I did not touch her. I accidentally hit her.
So at no time did your hand or elbow go underneath her blanket?
No, sir.
Before questioning the suspect, the officer delivered a complete Miranda advisement and stated the suspect was not under arrest. This distinction carries significant legal weight. Miranda warnings are required only during custodial interrogation. The Supreme Court in Berkhamer v. McCarty established that custody exists when a reasonable person would not feel free to leave. On a parked aircraft, with officers present and exits limited, that threshold is genuinely arguable. By delivering Miranda, regardless, the officers eliminated any suppression risk and secured full admissibility of every statement that followed. The offense alleged here falls under Title 18, United States Code, Section 2244, Abusive Sexual Contact. That statute prohibits intentional touching of another person's body without consent, including contact made over clothing. The blanket does not create a legal barrier. Contact beneath it over the victim's clothing fully satisfies the statute. The suspect offered an accidental contact defense, claiming he reached down to retrieve a fallen thermos and grazed her leg. Under Section 2244, the operative word is intentional. An accident, if credible, defeats the charge. But credibility is tested against the full record, not evaluated on the suspect's assertion alone. The victim's account directly contradicted the thermos explanation. She had moved the bottle to her side well before the alleged contact. She described the hand as moving, not static, not incidental. That detail speaks directly to intent.
What would incline her to make that claim again?
I do not know.
She doesn't know you?
No, I don't know.
Okay, you're not traveling with her?
No, she was sleeping on my shoulder when I woke up. And I was sitting here like this, and she was leaned over on my shoulder, and I was sleeping like this. Next thing, she moved over that way a little bit, had her legs up like this, sleeping. And that's when I grabbed the thermos off the ground when we get ready to leave.
So you reached across her to get the thermos?
No, I leaned down like this, straight over like this. I was sitting like this, and I reached down like this and grabbed the thermos. And my arm hit her leg when I reached down. But I set it up on this was down like this. I set the thermos on there after I asked the woman. And when I went to put it over there, my arm brushed against her leg right here. And that was it. I never touched her any which way or form. And when we left the airport in Indianapolis, she took pictures out the window. And I asked her, I said, I'd like to take my camera and take pictures out the window with my phone. She said, I'll give me your phone number and I'll just send them to you. I said, okay. So I give her my phone number.
Okay.
But that's the only conference we had.
We're going to find out, okay, one, if she has your phone number.
Right.
So be honest with me if you're me, because that's easy to find out. From there, I know that you're lying. So get your story straight. Be honest with me.
I'm honest with you.
Okay.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, so if she has your phone number, that may corroborate a little bit. But if she does not have your phone number, which she would have told me, I just talked to her up there,
Right.
that, yeah, the guy next to me, he seemed nice or whatever the case may be. I was taking photographs out the window and said I would send them to him. He gave me his phone number. One, I don't believe that, because the other thing is you already had an incident at the gate there that somebody had to come out and talk to you about. While you're on this flight, I don't even know. So you started out, one, almost in trouble. Now you possibly are in trouble.
No. I called the scene at the airport up there because they charged me $100 to bring my bag over.
Okay, I'm calling the corporal right now, who I think might be with her, and I'm going to see if she has your phone number. If she does not have your phone number, then I know you're completely lying to me.
But she got my number.
Okay.
Do you have any drinks or under any medication?
No.
Nothing today?
No.
There's a thermos. Where's this thermos? What does it look like? Was it
Silver
yours?
one with a blue.
Was it yours?
No, it was that lady that was sitting next to me. The woman that sitting at the window told me it was her. The woman sitting next to me. So I left it on the right there.
Hey, are you with her? Can you ask her if this gentleman gave her his phone number to forward some pictures to him? Where's your final destination that you're going to?
It's 2 hours away from here.
But you're going to be driving. You're
Yeah,
taking
they're
some
gonna
type of
drive.
land transportation.
Yeah, they're driving somewhere else.
Who's picking you up?
My friend Bill and Kathy Terry.
Okay.
So what's the destination that we're going to? We're in Orlando. Where are we going to? Daytona? Daytona.
The jurisdiction that you are in, because you are still in the air, falls under the FBI.
Right.
Okay, so if things move forward, they will be the ones doing the prosecutions and all that. We will be doing a report as well, but everything goes through the FBI.
Right. Well, that's right. That lady told me at the airport when I said that.
I can understand frustration or whatever trying to check your bag.
Yeah.
I've learned, being especially in Orlando, this is still kind of like a hospitality industry.
You know, this officer has explained to you what the girl alleged. Absent any witnesses, there's no way to prove you did do it or you did not do it. I would caution you, in the future, if you have a female sitting next to you, to keep your hands nowhere near her body. Are you clear on that? Okay? She doesn't want to do anything criminally. We are going to document this incident. So there's a detailed account of what she said and what you said. If the report still gets forwarded to the FBI, and what they do from there, I don't know.
What did you get arrested for in regards to?
The registered sex offender point out.
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend?
Yeah, she accused me of criminal confinement and tipped her.
How old is she?
Well, God rest her soul, she passed away by now. But she was 48 years old, and I took a plea bargain. The court went on for 8 years, and I finally took a plea bargain on it, and got a 4 years probation. Yeah, because I did a year of probation, I would stop drinking, so they violated me, and I did about 4 months back in time.
The officer identified one of the suspect's claims as independently verifiable that the victim had voluntarily given him her phone number. This is a standard investigative technique. Isolate a specific checkable assertion and cross-reference it with the other party. If the victim had no record of the exchange, the suspect's broader account loses credibility across the board under the totality of circumstances standard from Illinois versus Gates. The suspect's prior conduct at the Indianapolis gate was also legally relevant. He had been flagged before boarding for disruptive and threatening behavior. Prior conduct does not establish guilt for a subsequent offense, but it is admissible as evidence of intent, knowledge, or absence of mistake under federal rules of evidence. Rule 404B. The suspect's status as a registered sex offender introduced a second federal dimension beyond the in-flight assault itself. The Sex Offender Registration and Notification Act SORNA, codified at Title 34, United States Code, Section 2913, requires registered offenders to update their registration in every jurisdiction where they reside, work, or travel for more than 3 days. Interstate travel of this nature triggers mandatory notification obligations. Failure to comply is itself a separate federal offense. The suspect disclosed his registration history only after being directly asked. Omission during a voluntary interview does not constitute a Fifth Amendment violation, but it is a factor courts consider when evaluating overall credibility.
All right, you have all your stuff?
Pardon me?
You have all your stuff?
It's up there in the cabinet.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Seems secure.
You hear me okay? Yes. I guess when the plane was landing, she was sitting on the airplane seat with her knees up to her chest. She was covered by the blanket. Your little one is saying that when she woke up, she felt the guy's hand underneath the blanket touching her. We have an FBI guy and another Orlando police officer talking to him right now. So I was just coming back out to reaffirm with your daughter that that's what happened. Because obviously the guy's not going to come out and say, "Oh yeah, this is what I did." He's saying that as the plane was coming down, she has like one of those Yeti cups. You know, when these Yeti cups tip over or hit something else, it sounds like artillery going off. So I guess her Yeti cup hit the aluminum frame underneath the seat in front of them. So he bent down to pick it up, and he said, "You know, my elbow hit her leg. You know, he accidentally hit her leg again." That's his account. But again, I was only there for like the first couple of minutes. He seems a little weird, but not. I don't know that there's a type, but you know, of course I'm going to believe anything that comes out of your daughter's mouth. All right, you're freaking out like a mom, okay? No. That's 100%. I'm the father of 3 daughters. That's the first thing that came out of my mouth when I started talking to your angel, okay? I wanted her to be assured that that's where my brain is and where my mindset comes from. This pretty outfit, that's just the shell of how I make my money. That's it. I'm obviously going to be very, very, very concerned with all the words that come out of your child's mouth. You know what I mean? There's a couple of questions I have to ask. I'm going to hang up with you for right now, okay? And then she'll call you right back. She's fine. A little rattled, okay? She's not injured in any way.
Officer Stephen receives an A-. The Miranda advisement was delivered correctly and proactively. The cross-verification technique testing the phone number claim against the victim's account reflects sound investigative judgment under the totality of circumstances framework. The deduction reflects a narrow tactical gap. The suspect was released from the aircraft during the FBI handoff window, creating a period of exposure that more aggressive federal coordination could have shortened. John Daniel Fowler receives an F. The conduct alleged satisfies the elements of Section 2244. His defense accidental contact while retrieving a thermos was undermined by the victim's specific account and his own inconsistencies. His prior criminal history, his registration obligations under SORNA, and the pattern of behavior beginning at the Indianapolis gate were factors the federal court considered in imposing a sentence of 10 years. 3 lessons apply here. First, federal aviation jurisdiction removes discretion from local officers. When a crime occurs in flight, the responding agency documents and refers the decision to prosecute is not theirs to make. Second, Miranda delivered before it is legally required. It is always the correct call when custody is genuinely ambiguous. The cost of an unnecessary advisement is low. The cost of a suppressed confession is not. Third, in cases with no direct witnesses, a victim's account survives challenge when it is internally consistent and anchored in specific, verifiable details that the suspect cannot credibly explain away. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions.